Hey guys! So, it's been a while since my last video upload, but it's been a busy and eventful year. The main event being, I got married. But with everything that entails, and also us visiting our family and friends abroad and celebrating with them, it consumed a lot of time and energy, and the year just kind of got away from me a little bit. When I came back as well, it's like August, September, and October. They're gone. I don't know what happened. They came and they went, and it's over, and I felt like I barely blinked, and that happened. um, However, I have been working on a few projects that I'm very excited to share with you, and I'm very, very excited to get into. But for today's video, I thought I would just sort of ease back into it a little bit. We're going to take a look at a time lapse of me doing a drawing of a cute little frog, which is part of like a bigger series that I'm doing as well. But enough blabbering, let's take a look. So this is part of a series of drawings that I'm doing. It's for a coloring book that I hope to release in the near future at some point when I'm done with it. And so for today's subject, I chose these cute little green tree frogs. We have them in our yard as well, in our garden, and they're just like really cute little guys. So I thought that would be a good subject for the drawing book or the coloring book as well. And so yeah, I got these two reference images of them, and I used sort of the head tilt of the right hand side picture because that was just a really cute little pose. And then I also used heavily the body pose of the left hand side little frog. And so yeah, I was just getting in there, getting everything drawn up on his head and his body. And I realized that when I speed these videos up, I just realize how much I sort of ghost the lines before I actually start drawing them. You know, you can see how jittery the cursor is because I'm just sort of working it out in my head before I actually put the line down, which is a little bit jarring to watch in this video, but here we are. Next, I just moved them up a little bit more so it could be a little bit more centered. And with the base drawing done for the frog, the next step was simply just to start with the background. Now, while I'm doing that, you might have noticed that the head shape changed a little bit. And that's simply because I sort of looked at him and I thought his head looks correct, but not quite for some reason. So I just, as an experiment, I went in and I played around with the liquify tool and managed to get the perfect head shape. It looks so cute. But I don't have any footage of it because I was just experimenting, and it worked out perfectly that way. So sorry, I will do better next time. So anyway, yeah, so I decided on this green as my base layer for the rough sketch. Just put, I don't know, just because I like green. Why not? And it's a green tree frog, not that that matters. So yeah, next step, I just needed to fade that a little bit so I can start with the actual final lines. Now, as I was starting this, I was sort of, you see, I repeat a lot of lines, which is a normal way of doing digital art, I suppose. But for me, it was also just, the lines just weren't looking as I wanted them to. You know, if I zoom in a little bit here, you'll start to see it. They're very jittery. And that's just, I guess, because the sensitivity of the pen tablet that I'm using is obviously picking up every small little motion of my hand or my fingers when I'm drawing. Probably more my hand and my arm. And it was just, I wasn't super happy with it. I just didn't really like the way that it's just too jittery. and really just not as smooth as I like it to be. So you'll see I'll get to the stomach in a second, and it's woof. Oh, yeah, there we go. Look at that. Oi. So really not what I want it to be. But I kept pushing on, thinking that, you know, once I get the whole image done, it might work a little bit better, or it might look better. So I kept pushing on, and then at this point I was just done with those jittery lines, and it took me an embarrassingly long time to remember, first of all, that there is a smoothing tool that I can use, and then to also just find it, which it's even more embarrassing. It's right at the top. I was literally clicking next to the settings right next to the smoothing, and I don't know, it's I guess that I won't be making that mistake again, let's put it that way. So yeah, you can see me sort of practicing a few lines here, just trying to figure out like what the issue is, and then trying to find the correct setting for it. Anyway, we got there in the end, but that means that I had to erase everything that I'd done up until this point for the lines, just so I can redo them and actually utilize this tool that is super duper handy. There we go, like it never happened. So, here we go, starting again with the lines. And this is pretty straightforward. From here on out, I just follow my basic guidelines, or my rough sketch that I have on the bottom there. And I just, I just polish my drawing, basically. So with the frog done, it was again just onto the background, just to give it a little bit more form and shape, and to fill out the space a little bit more, and making it look like a final piece, basically. And ta-da! There he is. Yeah, I'm super happy with how he turned out. You know, despite my sort of rustiness getting back into it. But yeah, just look at him. He's so cute. I just want to take a moment to appreciate his derpy little expression. It just makes me super happy. Yeah, so that's it for today, guys. It was just a super simple video. It's just easing back into it, as I said. But I do have a little preview of another upcoming video to show you guys. Is this little guy that I'm working on as well. And this guy is going to be part of a much larger project. I actually have a few different projects that I want to utilize him for. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you guys as well. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a little bit more of a different video, but thank you once again so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. That would be amazing. And just drop a comment. What did you think of this little frog and this little derpy expression? Did you see anything that I can improve on? Because I certainly know that there's some room for improvement, either in video quality or audio quality or whatever it may be. yeah, just drop a comment below just to appease the algorithm overlord and help me to grow my channel. That would be amazing. Thank you. Bye bye. Hey guys, so it's been a while since my last video. So it's been a while since I last uploaded. No, that's not it either. But it's been a busy and event. Oh, I'm so awkward.